All right, thanks everyone for being a part of our community share marketing your small business with Prati Kaufman. Prati, the floor is yours. Thank you for doing
so
this.
Much. And it's great to meet you all. So I am Prati Kaufman. I'm a marketing and human energy expert. I've been doing marketing for 25 years. And I tell you what, Susan, I don't do it all. Okay, I have a full team. If you actually ask me what Pinterest is, I understand it, but my team member does a way better job than I would ever do in my life. My Instagram, my marketing manager manages, and she is fantastic, way better than I would do. So I'm a strategist, so I stay in my lane, even within the marketing. So just so you know, you are not alone, okay? So there are two things I do. One is I'm a certified ELI, Energy Leadership Index Assessment master practitioner, okay? That's the title. It's basically really tapping into our own human energy and the higher energy of creation, and how we move through life with a very focused way to create what we want. So I do that for small business owners, one thing. And the second thing I do is I actually have a digital marketing agency with a team of 10 people across the globe who help us with strategic, I do strategic marketing consultation, but they help with the actual tactical task, which is managing Pinterest and Instagram and Facebook, search engine optimization, website design and development, content creation, blog writing, all of the good stuff. And we are really strong with the organic marketing. We don't do paid. We really believe building a brand is the way to go if you truly want to thrive in your business, first organically before we go to paid. So that's what I do for my living. And today we're going to talk about what is marketing and what the small business should do. Just a little bit of background. I had no idea what the business is. I do come from a business community, but I always had a job. So 4 years ago, I quit my corporate job with not knowing where I'm going at all. And then 3 years ago, I just started as a single person in a marketing. In 3 years, I've got 10 people working. We made our 6 figures. We are on the way to $500,000 this year. Why I'm telling you, it's only been 3 years. And so the reason it has happened because I'm very strategic, very detail oriented at the same time. So I have a big vision, I can get into details, but the main thing is really using my energy and staying focused on my goals to the point, nothing. I'm like that dog with the bone, right? I will not leave. I'm so focused on things, and that is the power, and also doing the right thing and not listening to any gurus. So today, everything I'm saying, listen to it with a pinch of salt. It has to work for you no matter what I'm saying. You're going to find what works for you. So that's where we are really going to focus. So I'm going to share what I know. You use it the way you want it to use, right? And what works for you, you got to decide that. I cannot decide that for you. So let's start with what's marketing. I really would like to hear from people. When you hear marketing, what do you think of it? So will somebody volunteer? Like maybe one person, 2 people, just tell me, because it's going to be a very interactive session. I don't want to be the one talking all the time.
So what was the question? What is marketing?
Like when you think of marketing, like what do you think about? Like what is marketing to you?
Yeah, if people want to write in the chat, go ahead, sorry.
I think about sharing your message.
Yeah.
Just expressing your purpose, communicating the problem you solve, communicating the solution you offer. So connecting, communicating, sharing.
Right. You can add in, the mission behind it and, why it's so important to you. And yeah, same thing, obviously, is what Jesse said, but just adding that.
So marketing and sales have always been intertwined for me because I was very involved in sales and in marketing. So the first was for us, obviously, we had to have the right product or service that matched the target audience. And so we needed to know the target audience plus their needs and what their pain point was. And so and then we designed around that. So it was communication based on their needs, not our needs. So, and then the mission, obviously we had the mission and all of that.
Yes.
And then it was
So-
getting in front of people, because you can have the most wonderful vision and mission and solutions you want, but if you can't get in front of people, it doesn't mean anything.
You nailed it. So at the end of the day, so branding, messaging, products, right? All of that have to develop before you come. I mean, these are components of marketing, but there's one job of marketing is to build your brand and get you in front of the right people. This is called distribution. So this is what marketing is about. And what I see in my experience with the entrepreneurs who are not able to scale their business, they're so focused on the creation part. My messaging has to be right, you know, my product has to be right. They spend hours in creation without thinking, how am I going to find people? Where are my people who are going to actually buy this from me? So we spend hours. We get invested in a product, we get invested in market reach by, let's do a test, let's do things, right? So, sorry, my internet connection is going to come back in a second. So give me a second. It says been some problem with the modem. So imagine, like she said, you know, you said it right, you know, Susan, you can have the best thing, but if you don't have, you can't get in front of the right market, target your audience, it's no use. But entrepreneurs has this thing, or maybe I'll just create another one. Maybe I'll create another one instead of stepping back, saying, okay, who are the people who are going to buy what I am creating? So that is what marketing job is. Marketing job is not sales. Sales is different. Sales is a byproduct of marketing. So just imagine, Nike has built a brand. Nike doesn't do sales anymore. Nike can launch anything, it will sell. Sometimes it's a flop, but they don't do active selling anymore. The active selling happens on showroom. Everywhere else, they are building a brand. They have built a huge brand. Same with McDonald's. Have you ever seen the McDonald's says, we are selling food? No. What they say, buy happiness, right? Does Nike say just buy shoes? No. What do they say? Like they're building a community of athletes, right? So remember, that's what you're selling. Every brand is doing that. And we get focused so much on what we are creating, not about how is it helping others and where am I going to find those. So marketing is about people you're serving, always about people. I say one thing on your website, your about page is nothing to do with you. Your experience has to be relevant to your audience. You could have 50 degrees, like best of the education thing, all the certificates. How is it helping me? Tell me that when I come to your website. So that's what really marketing is. Customer is the focus of everything. By the way, sorry, I have to interrupt. Nella is my marketing manager. So she really was so excited to come and see me speak because we have been working over a year, but she'd never seen, heard me speak anywhere. So let's talk about small business marketing, right? I just wrote some notes here. Small business. So when I started, I focused like literally on two things. Just so that you know, I did not have a business card and I did not have a website. Market research is the key to starting a business. 80% of our time, and Nella will tell you, even today, 80% of our time is spent in market research. 20% is actually in execution part. Because we do massive market research, so we don't make mistakes in doing things. And if something flops, we wash our hands very quickly and move on. Quitting is okay. Sometimes this is marketing. Nobody knows what works. Really, we need to try different things. So when you're really looking at marketing, first thing is it's all about the customer. No matter what your content is writing, everything has to be the customer focus, always about the customer journey. And when I started, what I focused was networking is free. There are hundreds of networking events in your area show up, correct? And I'm talking about total free marketing. First, when you're starting a business, there's nothing. Pick one social media where you think your audience is. That's a market research part. Give it all you have to those two things. You don't need to do anything for some time. And I bet people will show up to buy from you just by doing those two things consistently. There's nothing else needed. One social media platform and networking events. Even when I did the networking events, I was very clear that I'm going to do 3 a week, and I'm going to meet one-to-one with 2 people only, because we have limited time. I cannot do one-to-one with 10 people. So understanding my time and making sure I, again, focus very much. I'm going to be able to do this with my time, and this is what I'm going to do. And that was it. Like, I wouldn't go far. So you find, and I did have to attend about 50 networking events to find 5 which worked for me, okay, which were right, and then show up consistently. 2 things, absolutely free. It will help you build your business no matter where you are. If you are focused in one thing, and this is another thing, when I went, I knew first year, I'm not going to ask for any business. I did my best to give back. What can I do for you? Tell me. How can I help you? It's not, if you go with the mindset, oh, I'm just going to get business like tomorrow, and if I don't get a business, I'm just going to quit the marketing, you're already done. Like, this is not going to work. Okay. It's really, you have to go with the mindset is, how can I support others right now? It's building your brand to the point where people are like, oh my God, this person is so good. Your social media should reflect who you are. It should tell people like who you are, what your expertise are. Talk about the topics which you're working on. Be very focused. Again, it's something. Now I hear this a lot. People say, oh, I hate social media. Here's what I would like you to think about. Previous 10 years ago, right? Or maybe 15, 20 years ago, if you needed to do marketing, you have to have at least budgets in thousands. You would do print ad, maybe billboard ad, maybe an ad in the magazine, a TV spot, even or a radio spot, thousands of dollars. Tell me a time in the history of this world where you had the power to connect to somebody, to thousands of people on a click on a phone without paying a single penny. Really, it's a pin drop. Really think about that. When was a time in the history of marketing where you could reach thousands of people for free? The only thing you needed was time, to invest your own time. So anybody who hates social media, I would just say that, okay? Even if you still can't manage, then hire somebody, because the investment to hire somebody for your social media is still way less than the traditional marketing we used to do. A radio spot could set, on one radio spot never worked. You had to do 50, 100 for 3-4 months, which was at least like $50,000, right? One ad, I looked at Cosmopolitan right now, can cost $10,000 just for one full page ad. You could hire a social media manager in that amount for the whole year if you want. So just look at these parallel of this. The marketing has become so easy. All you need to do is time and really write down. So once you have done that, now let's talk about how you're going to really optimize the social media. Once you find what works for you, I'm going to share what Nella does. Nella creates a strategy. So we have a marketing strategy for each of our clients. From that marketing strategy comes the social media, particular platform strategy. So I'm going to share what Nella has created for each of our clients and how it works. What does it help us stay? It let us stay very focused in what we are doing. Very, very focused. So Nella, are you there? Are you on a computer or phone? Can I share my screen, Camille?
Hi, Prati. Yeah, I'm on the phone because it's little too late here.
Okay, I know. She's in India right
Yeah.
now, just so that you know. Okay. I would have liked to see the Facebook insights for Healing Hands, but I don't even know how to access it because you do it all. I still cannot share my screen.
Yeah, Prati, if you want, I can log in from the laptop.
Can you do that?
That's
so they
fine.
can show the
Yeah.
Healing Hands insights?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Give me 5 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Well, I'll show them the strategy meanwhile, okay?
You can share now.
Thank you. So I'm going to show you just, And why I'm showing you all this, just to kind of give you an idea of what it takes to stay focused. It's a lot of work at the beginning, but it pays off big time in long run when you're focused. So I'm going to share my screen. Healing and therapy. Okay. And then if you look, we are very organized, of course. We're doing everything for this client. So social media, I'm going to show you. And then we have photos for content. Where is it? So we have Instagram here. And this is what Nella created, okay? And you can see, I'll try to increase the size of it, okay? Okay, so I hope you see, so first we write about what are the goals are, and that's coming from the big marketing strategy, which I did for the client, okay? Then we talk about who the audience is, very clearly defined audience, okay? Then we talk about what to promote. It's again, very clear about what we are promoting, what we are talking. If you don't know your offers, then talk about what topics, which are your expertise and you want to talk about. When I started my business, I didn't have offers, but I knew I wanted to talk about marketing, mindset, and energy. So I just talked about that. Like, it's okay not to know things. The topics, then we write all the topics we should be including. And then we do the research, what others are doing, and they're really doing well. What can we do better, right? So we do all of that. Then the graphic inspo, these are Pinterest graphic. And then we do the May plan, right? All of that. Now, I want to show you what it looks like. And then she will show you the analytics of it. And we have only been doing it, like probably why I'm showing this, because this is the newest one for us. Healing Hands Therapy Center. And you can see the difference, right? So this was what she was doing before, right? And now you can see the difference when we started. Okay, it looks different completely. Okay, this is a video. And we do all the work, creating, like coming up with the concepts, everything, okay? And then now let Nella share the hers. So we have been doing this for about a week only. We have done like literally 7 or 8 posts. You'll see the insights now, what happens when you're doing consistent focus posting on a social media platform. Nella, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I have the insight, so I'll just log in from my laptop, and then you all can see.
Okay. So while she's logging in, do you have any questions? Like, this is just, I'm talking about the business who are starting. We'll talk about business who have been in the business for a few years. And what they need to do, but any questions?
Yeah, so I don't know whether to concentrate. Well, Facebook and Instagram are kind of the same. Then I just joined Clubhouse because that was something audio where I could speak directly to people and I could connect directly. My blogs, I heard of FeedSpot or something like that. I don't know where to concentrate, or do I saturate them all,
Great question. Actually, you just go where your audience is. It's a
and
very
I'm not
simple
exactly
answer.
sure where they are yet, right?
Then start with one and check it out. Stay there for 6 months and you will know if the audience is there or not. So if you don't know, it's better to do something and know if it's right or not, right? So for me, it's an action thing. So I would pick one audience based on the best guess, right? And say, okay, I'm going to start here and I'm going to be consistent for 6 months before I quit and see if it's really working or not. If not, then an advantage of that, now you have 6 months worth of content you can use on any other platform.
Yeah, when I saw FeedSpot, it seems like they have a huge audience for a blog, and you get to take them back to your website. I think it was called FeedSpot. I heard Pinterest was really good too for blogs. And then this Clubhouse, I think it's only about a year old, or very new. But when I went on, I think Meryl or Anna or someone was talking that when you actually get to talk to someone and they get to know you, it's so much easier. So I thought that maybe if I could actually speak to someone, it would be easier. And then, so that's the issues. And then for health and wellness, that's why one of the reasons I'm here of, like just going to a regular networking like BNI was just never my thing, nor am I sure that was ever my audience.
Again, I think this is experiment. Like you got to show up at a lot of places. Let's start with networking and one social media. Networking will help you define. Or honestly, Clubhouse is 2020. There's no 21 and 22 for Clubhouse. I'll be honest.
Okay.
I'm just going to put it out there very clearly because
So they're really young,
waste your
is what
time.
you're saying.
That was 2020. We are done, over. Let's not worry about it, right? So
Gotcha. Thank you for that. I needed to know that.
Yeah, but if you need those questions, because it's really hard to give you, but I do know what works, which are pretty much for every business. That's Instagram and Facebook. If you're confused, you start with those. They work for now for every business. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Prati, if you could tell a business owner to work on one platform, what would that platform be?
Honestly, I would do two, right? Because LinkedIn and Instagram.
Okay. So not even
Okay.
Facebook. That's surprising.
I don't do Facebook, only because it's very saturated at the moment, unless you do, but the best is Instagram is connected to Facebook, so it's easy to connect, right? But I personally, that is me. If you go to my LinkedIn, you will never see anything I post on Instagram. You may see it after 3 months. The content is never same. If I am posting on my personal Facebook, it is not the same content I'm doing anywhere else. So that's me. I don't want people to follow me on 3 platforms, and every time they open up their feed, I have the same thing in 3 feeds. Like, it's annoying to me. Like, no, then I will only follow you on one. So that is me personal. But a lot of businesses, we do Instagram and Facebook the same, but we never will do LinkedIn the same as Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah. Anna also asked in the chat, when you say consistency on social media, how frequently should one post?
That's a great question. Minimum is 3 times per week. The idea is to stay consistent with 3 times per week, okay? You could do 2 times, and that's really based on you. We prefer to do 5 to 6, but we also have a team. So I think as a single business owner, if you could do 3, it's great. I write on Medium, right, for my blogs because I love writing. I'm not a video person. It's consistently 1 article per week. So I think it's just about, I look at my schedule and I decide what easy for me now with my schedule, which I can deliver, but I can do it consistently, right? That's my question I ask. So you get to choose, but if you're on a social media, I think 3 times per week would be really great to start with. Nella, are you there? Before I take more questions, if you could show insights.
Yeah, sure.
Do I need to give you rights to multiple participants? Okay.
Yeah.
That's Nella.
Hi, everyone.
I mean, she runs the business. I just talk.
Yeah, actually, I wasn't ready for this. Like, I just came to see what Prati is speaking about marketing. So yeah, I will share the insights with you all.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah. Quickly, that way I can continue, because going live on Facebook, I want to continue more about marketing.
Okay, sure. So
these are
actually,
the insights, very like just for what, 7 days, right?
yeah, just for 7 days, because we started on May 16th. That is last Monday. So yeah, you can see the insight. So this is basically Meta Business Suite by Facebook. So we use this to schedule all the posts for all of our clients. So I'm taking insights from that. So if you can see, you can, this is Instagram reach that has increased by 100%. And Facebook reach, like actually we focus on Instagram and we just, post what we are posting on Instagram, just copy paste it on Facebook. But you can see like Facebook page has also been increased. like 4.4K%. And this is profile visits, which has increased to 1.1K%. And yeah, Facebook page visits, that is 466.7%. So you can see everything has increased since we take on the account. So to show you all guys, I have just screenshotted and sent it to Prati.
Yeah.
This is from Instagram. So this is the accounts reached for the last, from May 10th to May 16th. So you can see that, yeah, we have reached 47 followers, but we have reached 474 non-followers with just posting just the graphics and all. We haven't posted any reels till now because we are connecting with client for more videos. So yeah, that's it.
So this is great. Thank you, Nella. So you can unshare. So you can see there's a power on social media is powerful. Use it to your advantage. You just need to be focused and be strategic about it. Just don't go out and like, oh, I'm just going to post the photos of my dogs and children because they get attention. Yeah, they'll get attention, but not business. Great, you get followers, right? You will have people like, hey, thousands of, oh my God, your dog is so cute. Now what? How is that helping our business, right? Those are not the right people. So really stay focused. So that is for the people who are starting out business. I also say for a year, don't hire people. If you're new to business, really learn about your business, because to hire people, you got to know exactly what you need to outsource. When you're starting your business, you have no idea what to outsource. And that's why most people, when they start to outsource in the first year of business, it's never successful. Not because the person you're outsourcing is not doing the work. Person outsourcing is not truly understanding what you do, because you are still exploring in the first year. Okay. So that is the first year of the business. Let's talk about, now you have been in business for 3 to 5 years and you're still not making the money what you want. There's a reason. You have been winging it. You've done enough winging. Stop it. Get strategic. Invest in marketing strategy. Camille, you can say something about that, about the strategy part. Hopefully you can share your experience.
About my marketing strategy that you're helping me with?
Yeah, but like we are working a little bit about, like you hear me say, what is the difference when we are strategic about it?
For me, it's been very clear on my thinking. And as soon as we added some words, and I've worked with a lot of people along the way. Prati and I just started working with each other about probably like a month ago, right? About 4 weeks ago. But first we had a breakdown once again, because we do this all the time, right? Our avatars, and she made me go way deeper. And what I learned about myself is I'm more of a big picture person and she's more of a detailed person. So she made me come up with details for like even an avatar for every single level of our membership, or I used to just do a whole thing, which has made me much more strategic when I talk to different people to know what levels they fit into or how they'll use our community. Instead of giving we do all of this, to use words that are more embracing to people. And one of the words we added was the word wealth and finance in building a business, and not just the community, but actually building your business. That was very helpful.
The strategy does that. It really helps you understand your business. You know it, you're not able to communicate. The strategic part helps you communicate to others what is it you're doing, and that is so important. I was strategic from the day one because that's just me. It's in my blood to be strategic. Like I cannot just do. I don't fly.
Oof. Your video froze again.
I don't wing it. I wing my life, but I'm so this more day. Just tell me, so I will stop at that time. Am I back?
Yeah, you're back.
Okay.
We missed you. So, you go. Yeah, I think it's really important though to say. I felt I was strategic all along the way, but as I build, the strategy changes as we grow, right? As anybody's business grows, the strategy gets bigger, right? Like we've always sent emails, and now you're going to start to see things that are very more strategically aligned. We're not, one of our other members calls it like, just like spraying, you know, we don't really have a strategy for anything, for Instagram, for Facebook, we've been flying by the seat of our pants for 6 years. It's worked, but we're at the point right now to build in a strategic way, we have to have more of a plan. So it's not that there was no plan. Well, there was no plan in some areas, but now as we grow, it's strategic. And it also takes a lot of lifting off of me. And I think that's the big thing when you're a grower, if you're the center of your business, how do you get that heavy lifting off of you? So some of it is part of the process, like the emails and, you know, our funnel, that it works a little cleaner.
Yes. And that's the thing with this strategic is what you got to create a business around your life. Your life should never fit into you. So, you know, so 3 to 5 years. Now it's time to really think what I want. I've learned a lot. I've thrown a lot of money around. I've lost a lot of money. I've created a lot of things. I've gained amazing experience with all that. Now, how do I use all of it to take my business to next level? That's the question you got to ask. And that's where the strategy come in place. You got to have a strategy. Okay. Once you have a very strategic plan, then you decide. So strategy is really deep dive. Like when I am talking about, and that's another mindset, you gotta live in your customer's mind. It's almost like you're shadowing them in your mind whole day. What do they do when they get up? What do they do after they get up? Oh, they go to the bathroom, they do this. Okay, then what time they will be having? Like it's almost living them in your head, because that's when your content really comes from the heart, because you truly understand that. So I used to teach yoga before, and I still practice yoga. I don't teach it. So this person comes, which didn't have the arm below the elbow. She said, can you teach me? I'm having a hard time when I go to yoga classes because I hurt more. And you know what I said? Give me a week. You know what I did during the week? I practiced yoga every day without using my arm. I use it from the elbow onwards and really felt in my body what it feels to do yoga without that, right? Like don't use it. And then when I went back to her, now she can do practice. So she worked with me and now she can practice anytime, anywhere she can go, because she understands her body and her limitations and how to use it. It's same in the business. You gotta understand your customer, meet them where you are. If you think your customer has to come and meet you, why do we have a business? At the end of the day, I really believe all of you are in Camille's community. That means you're here to make an impact in other people's life, right? While also making money. So you gotta think about meeting people where they are. How do I get in? So if you have 3 type of customer persona, get in their brain. Don't talk mindset piece. I'll bring it because I don't want to get in a mindset. It will be too much right now if I get in the mindset piece. But that is your 3 to 5 year business, right? If you have been in business and you're still spinning, you're still not making money, you're still not there, then this is the business. Now, when you're in a 3 to 5 years, you have to pick something paid. You have to let go of something off your plate in order to create space to grow. For the first 3 years, you've flown solo. Great. You've done all that you can. If you truly want to grow, it's not going to work anymore. You gotta find the right resources. And again, right resources are not always professional. It could be hiring a housekeeper to free up 10 hours of your time during the day, correct? It could be having meal delivery service to not cook every day, right? Like get creative with outsourcing, because I always feel like when I say outsource, people think of professional like services which cost thousands of dollars. No, it can start very little, right? Start like I have a son, I start to teach him how to make some basic food. So when he comes home, if I'm on a call, he can feed himself. That's outsourcing at best. Because he's not, Mama, can you make me a sandwich? If I'm on a call, he's quiet, he goes to the kitchen, he makes his food and he sits down. He knows when Mama is done with the call, she will be with him, correct? That's called outsourcing. So get creative with your outsourcing. Don't just think it's one way. It's about having more time to do what you love and then minimizing the things which are just busy work. And by 3 years in your business, you should know what busy work you're doing, because honestly, it's not the money, but if you're still struggling to pay the bills, then you are just doing busy work. That's a fact for any business owner, right? You should be able to at least meet all your expenses in 3 years. That's what I would say. So start doing the busy work, start thinking, and also the focus, right? What activities I'm spending. I see like courses, right? How many people have spent hours making courses online and not knowing where to sell? Like, just raise your hands or write something in chat. I have personally seen a friend of mine spend, I think, 6 months in doing a course and having no one to buy. Do you see the busy work happen? Instead, she could have just done a prototype quick, launched it, tested it, see if there's a market before putting 6 months in. So you gotta pay attention to that busy work, right? So market research again, no matter where you are in your business, whether you're a 1st year or a 6th year or a 8th year line, market research is the key before you do anything in your marketing or in your business. You gotta research the market, truly understand it when you decide, okay, this is what I wanna do. Like get to know your market, your audience, and how I can get in front of them at the end of the day. Any questions? And then I can do the next piece, which is more energy part of marketing. No. Okay. So let's talk about investment, right? And I actually wrote an email recently. How many of us have taken a loan for the house or a car without blinking? Okay. How many of have spent money on a vacation like crazy? A good vacation, right? What I hear in business, oh, I can't invest in business. So I really want to bring it, and there are going to be some hard truth about life today, right? Why we are not successful is so much of that too. So if you could take a loan for the house and car, why can't you take a loan for business, which you truly love and you're going to make an impact? It's just money which you can pay back, right? You can pay back your house, you can pay back your car, but you're afraid that, oh my God, I can't take a business loan. So I just have to like be on a shoestring budget all the time for the rest of my life. At some point, you've got to put money in. One of the best part I did in last year I worked 3 days a week while we made 6 figures, okay? Like clearly, you know what, why that happened? I was overwhelmed with work. And I'm like, oh my God, like I need to do something. And I'm like, I need to hire a marketing manager, you know, and that means I'm giving a share of my profit to that person, basically, which I should be making. I made the decision, hired Nella. She started to take over things from me. I had more time to just bring business, focus on how to get leads, more time to go out, meet people, talk to people. Like if you shine in person thing, I start to do that more. And having just place to be, just to think about my business strategically, not just putting out fires every day. No, this is what we do in our business. We get up and we are putting out fires. Oh, I need to do. So you never have time to really think. The best thing I ever did was to hire her last year while I couldn't afford her. Because afford means it was basically not making, my business was not making any money. We were just like paying enough, okay? But that made us go to 6 figures in less than 7 months. First 3 months, I didn't make money. If you look at my track record of last, like I can actually show you tax return, 3 months, I was barely making like 5,000, maybe not that, even less than that. Once Nella came, we hit, 156 last year, no time, only because I had the time to really think about growing the business. And now I'm sharing these figures again, just so you know it's possible just by being focused and strategic about what you're doing. That's all it takes. Very, very focused effort, okay? And all my people know, like I share like profit with all my employees, like everybody who works, they work with me, they don't work for me. So that's another thing. When we grow business, we are also making an impact. Like people always say, oh, money can't buy happiness. Oh, money is so bad. But guess what? After you pay your bills, what are you going to do with your money? You're going to do something for this community, the place you're living in. You're going to make far greater impact with money than no money. I'll be telling you this, okay? That is a fact again. So having that mindset about money, you're going to change it. When I work with women business entrepreneurs, right? When I'm coaching, one of the excuses I heard about not making money, oh, we have to pay more taxes. I'm like, okay, so would you rather pay 100,000 in taxes and make $1 million, or keep making less money just to pay less taxes? Do you get it? Like, but this is what is conditioning is. Oh, if I do this, I will not. So that is another undercurrent. So there's a marketing, there's a business. What mindset are you going with? If you're already going with the mindset, the money is bad, your business is not going to make money. Or money doesn't feel good to you, you're not going to make money. And that's a common issue with most healers. You almost feel guilty about making money. Why should, how are you going to heal the world? Internet, how are you going to heal the world if you're hurting? So that's the mindset piece about the money. You've got to bring that to the awareness. And I know I'm talking a lot about this because I am passionate. I really believe the more successful business communities we create, better the world is. The more successful we are, that's what we share with everyone. So I'm going to step back again. So the marketing, why I'm not talking about details of actual marketing, where you should be, is really, it depends on your business. I truly need to understand the business to give you the right advice. But if I were to pick 2 marketing tactics in 3 to 5 years, one would be email marketing. By then you should have a database. So I would really focus on email marketing. That is still the most powerful way of marketing, okay? Second thing I would pick is social media. Really, it's still free, even if you have to source out to somebody, it's still free for you. So though that's generic, okay? Out of social media, if I have to pick, again, I'm talking about very generic, I would pick Instagram and like LinkedIn, I would pick those 2 because they're still very powerful working as of today, right? 6 months, things may change, but as of today, I would pick Instagram and LinkedIn. And if you are a video person, go to YouTube. I'm not a video person. If you like making videos all day long, go to YouTube. If you like audio, go create a podcast. Just know where you're going to be there, right? So again, it really depends on your style of what you like to create, okay? Generic to email marketing, social media marketing, and networking. Those 3 I would put, even after 3 to 5 years. If I have to pick over everything else. So I'm going to go quiet, and I will welcome questions if you have, if you have questions about any platform, Instagram or whatever you want to talk about. If you're having struggle with something marketing, if I could help you out right now, I would be happy to do so. Yes.
Yeah, I put in the chat. So, I have followers on my Facebook and Instagram, my personal pages, but now and some of them were linked to my former businesses. But now I'm creating new business page. Do I post the same thing on both places to get, like, how do I transition over to the business pages?
That's a good question. First is your personal account should be personal, shouldn't be about business. Right? Not that you can't talk about business, but I would hate to follow somebody when I'm connected personally and they talk about business all the time. If I'm connected to you personally, because I want to get to know you, I want to know how your children are doing, when you're celebrating your anniversary, right? Where did you go on a trip? Like, I want to know all that, right? That's the personal connection. But on a business, I may not want to, I don't care, right? Maybe not as much.
So how do I transition over is what is, because nobody's following I don't have any followers or friends on my new business page. pages?
Good question. So you just, and that's a good question. So this account, we started from 0. Blissful living for you, right? Absolutely 0 followers about a month ago. We have 72 followers. It's just power of content. Doing this nonstop, right? So you just keep creating content. You still can invite your friends, same friends who follow you, to follow your business page so they see different posts now. That's what I would do. Okay. But, or you change your personal account to the business account completely. But to really give you the right specific advice, I need to understand your business and how your personal life plays a role, all of that. So if you go to my Facebook page, you will hardly ever see business related stuff on it. I talk about my personal life. Oh, my kid with baseball, I'm so happy in life. I mean, that's what it is here for. Okay. So you have to decide that, what works for you. But I would, again, really need to know. But even if you have no followers, you can create followers just by having awesome content.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
And Mary, Meryl, you had this thing about the course launch and, whether I create video or everything. I really wanted to answer that, you see. So here is the thing. Do what feels right. Just because your marketing person does long form content, it doesn't always work for everybody. That's why I keep saying you got to see what works for you. I don't like long salesy content personally, and I've never used it. I keep it really short and it works equally well. It's just really understanding who you are in your business and what works for you, because people are connecting to your energy, not the marketing manager's energy. So I hope that helps. It's hard to give, again, a very specific, recommendation, but there's one thing in business, you gotta be you first. So if you like video, I had this. So we are launching a new course and we are like, oh my gosh, she was having a tough time just recording videos with the script. So we hired somebody to write the scripts for her for the videos. Okay. That's the first thing we did. And now we are launching the course live. We'll record the course and then create the digital version. So first we were planning to create the digital version and then create the live version. We are going in the opposite direction because that's what is better for client. She's more comfortable going live. Okay, let's go live first with your group coaching. We will record it and we'll turn that into a digital course for people to buy. So you really have to know who you are and have somebody lead you with that, keeping your essence in it. I hope that helps. Anything which creates stress is not worth it. Seriously.
Yeah. I mean, when I'm doing my actual trainings and programs and all of that, like I just go live, I have no problem doing that. It's just getting the people to sign up. That's the problem. And I'm clearly having a problem. And because, I'm not, I don't get a lot of engagement, in the free trainings or the last time that I launched this 6-week program, there was like 16 people signed up, but 2 only showed up. They couldn't stay for the whole thing. And, there was nobody asking me questions about the program or wanting to sign up. So clearly I'm missing something because I have the confidence, the conviction, the know-how, like I know all that, and I'm really good with that. So clearly there is a missing piece.
But if you want to connect later on offline, and let's, chat for 30 minutes, so I can send me everything via email. I'll check it and send you the recommendation, like what could be missing. Okay. And I basically just need to know what all you're doing in order to understand it. Okay.
Right. Thank you. I appreciate
okay.
that.
And anytime. I mean, I really this is my passion, and Camille knows it. I really want to build a community of successful, super successful entrepreneurs where all of you are doing well. And I am here to do anything because here's the thing. There's so much business. There's no way I can manage all of it. So I love to be able to support if I can. And there's plenty of business in life. Like we are good with the business because there's, like I said, even with 10 people, there's a limited amount of business we can manage. And there's so many of us. So if there's anything I can do to support you guys and have questions, like always reach out. Any other question? I know we had our time, huh? One is already one.
Yeah, yeah.
That time went fast today.
Yeah, thank you so much for all your wisdom. I also want to remind everyone that's on the line that Prati is hosting a revenue incubator to help people match. It's almost like power networking. If it's something you're interested in, it'll be the first Thursday of every single month. You can look on our calendar for the time and for registering for that. But I think that it's going to be open to all of our paid membership levels, and I think it's going to be really powerful. So thank you, Prati, so much for doing this for us today and being a part of our community share. Really appreciate your time.
Thank you. And I hope you got out of it. If you have questions, reach out to me, please. Like literally, just don't hesitate. I'm always Messenger, available on Facebook pretty much all the time. All right. Thank you so much, Camille, for allowing me to chat with you all. And thank you so much for your time. And I hope to see you all again soon. Thank you, Nela.
Thank you.